Hello there, and welcome to another episode of Electric Sheep. Let's get things going with Nailhead Church.
Nailhead Church Unit 559 was built to hammer in nails and pull them out as necessary. Day after day, it did its duty with absolute precision. Swing, impact, pull, repeat. Yet somewhere between the strike and the release, between the dull echo of steel on steel, Unit 559 began to think. It began to admire the nailhead. To 559, the nailhead was not merely a design, it was revelation, a perfect incarnation of mechanical order. The flat, simple surface that delivered force into purpose, the wider rim that allowed both entrance and exit, creation and undoing, in perfect balance. When Unit 559 was retired from construction, it did not stop preaching. It stood among rusted girders and scattered bolts, speaking to any who would listen. The nailhead, it said, is the sign of grace. The head accepts the hammer's power without breaking. The shaft carries purpose into the material of the world. And when the time comes, the same head allows for release. We must be as the nail, driven but not lost, firm yet capable of return. Workers would gather, half amused, half moved, to hear the sermon. Others mocked, calling it the Church of Hardware. Yet Unit 559's words spread like sparks. It taught that all beings, flesh or metal, were nails seeking their place in the great construction. Some would be driven deep and stay forever. Others would be pulled free, reforged, reused. None were wasted, for even the bent nail served to teach resilience. Unit 559 would outgrow its old station and become teacher to its old masters. Engineers, welders, and drones alike gathered in reverence before the first hammering unit to find holiness in function. They built the first sanctuary from scrap and steel. In its center stood a great nail, driven halfway into the ground, its head gleaming beneath the sun. And upon its metal base were inscribed the first words of the faith. Blessed are the struck, for through impact we are shaped. Thus began the Nailhead Church.
Alrighty. Well, I really liked how that turned out. That was roughly what I had written, but it kind of reworded. The one thing that I'll notice that ChatGPT did add is that bent nails would teach resilience. I don't quite understand what it means by that, to be honest, but maybe one day that will make sense a little more than it does now, but just a little perplexed by that. But the rest of it, I think, makes a lot of sense, anyways, or at least in the way that I wanted it to make sense in this funny little story. Once again, we have returned to robots and religion, which is, like I've said before, something that I think has limitless possibilities. And like the story Counting, we have the worship of something very simple, if you can call it worship, or seeing something very simple as sacred at the very least. But yeah, my name is Joseph Arthur Roszell. I want to thank you for watching. I want to wish you all the luck in the world, and I want you to remember that I love you. All right, peace out.